distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, friends and enemies. I want to point out first that I'm very happy to be here this evening, and I'm thankful for the invitation to come here to Detroit this evening. I was in a house last night that was bound, my own, but it didn't destroy all my clothes at all, but you know what happens when fire...
Fair, right?
Well, ain't it just towards like where I come from and, you know, like when you come back. Yeah. Like this shit on the wall, you can ask about that.
Told you we over here moving weight. Them niggas didn't understand what we meant by moving weight, nigga. Let's move it, T. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I see you.
You got one more.
Yeah, one more, baby, one more. Yeah. That's like that nigga Coops trusting your teammates and shit.
That's an O. Man, that reminded me like when I was in college and shit, man. We used to break into the damn weight room and shit.
When you
It's a good way. Man, I started off in junior college in California back in 02 and shit. I went there to play basketball and shit like that. And I had won newcomer of the year, got a couple accolades and shit. And me and the coach got into it in the off season. And he said, man, I'm serious, man. This nigga said he had the key to my asshole and shit. And I was like, man, what the fuck that mean? No matter how good you are, coaches from other schools call us and ask about your work ethic and all that. The shit you can't see. I was like, damn, so you can make me like a bad guy and shit and take away my scholarship. But that had already happened to me in high school and shit. So I was like, man, I can't give nobody no control over my future like that. So from that day on, I switched over and ran track. And that's why went and like stayed in California and shit, you know what I'm saying? Went through a whole season without being defeated. Was ranked #1 in the state in California, ranked #5 amongst college athletes. I'm in junior college, ranked #5 in the 200 amongst D1 people. No. And after I left Monterey, I got a full scholarship to Middle Tennessee. That's where the shit went down. You know? So man, I would do shit like throw little house parties for the track teams and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I would like take our track shirts and I would give them to my teammates. We'd go in the locker room, get a box, you know what I'm saying? And we'd divide them up amongst each other and we'd give them to all the girls on campus. You feel what I'm saying? And so like when we threw parties, it was like all the girls with the Middle Tennessee track shirt like this and shit. Y'all get it free. You feel what I'm saying? And like, we would do shit like go to other people's parties and just take a pocket full of shirts with us. And if you freak a girl or break her off and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's give her the t-shirt. You feel what I'm saying? And so girls would start like chasing us around campus and shit, hitting us all on the Facebook and shit about t-shirts. But like, man, what was real cool was like, we had football players talking about, man, we on the track team. You know, but man, it was cool.
How far you want to track though?
Man, quiet as kept. I guess I let the secret out the bag. I got kicked out of school, you know what I'm saying? 2 classes to complete, but they were summer school classes. So my coach had renewed my summer school, my scholarship for summer school. So I took out a loan and just paid for the 2 classes and shit. But I would do shit like take our shirts and shit because we're tired of having these old ass shirts. We saw niggas in 1990 and shit with these same ass shirts. And we talked to our coach about changing the shirts and shit. And he was like, man, I ain't changing the shirt because we got a box full of them. So I'm like, okay, we can get rid of these boxes like a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
So that's when we was doing stuff like giving them away to the girls and shit. But somebody leaked in the system and I got kind of pinpointed as a suspect. So about that time, we had just left New Orleans and shit. Me and my best friend Randy, we went down there and we met some girls from North Texas. And we went down there and kicked it with them and shit. It was cool, right? So like a week later, Katrina happened. And we texting and trying to hit them up. We can't get a hold of them. So we was worried, but we're up in Tennessee watching it on TV. I'm like, man, it sucks that we can't be here to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, shit. I saw people on TV like in other places rallying to get canned goods and shit like that. So I called my teammates and was like, man, let's do that shit. So the first thing I go do is go to the locker room and get these boxes of shirts so we've been trying to get rid of and make that the first donation to the Katrina people. And I was like, man, the college gotta love it though. I'm thinking like, man, imagine what it's like have a bunch of niggas on TV from Katrina with your college shirts on talking about thanks. I'm like, man, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But like, you know, with the scholarship rules and shit, we couldn't make money.
Yeah, y'all can't. Yeah.
So we raised $1,000. But the school and them didn't know. So the next day, the newspaper came to our track practice. And they was like, yeah, y'all did the fundraiser. How did it go? Where y'all gonna send the stuff? What y'all gonna do? Who organized it? Everybody like, bam, organized it. I was like, damn. So what ended up happening is the school got put in a situation where they had to match the money we raised. We raised $1,000 and shit. So the school had to go through budgets and shit like that, you know. So Coach kind of got upset with me. That was my final straw and said he wasn't renewing my scholarship. I had 2 classes left. So what I did was, you know, did the little summer school thing, and then I went and ran it for the AT&T Championships in 2006. I was like, man, this is my chance to make it or break it, you know what I'm saying? So I went out there, it was the top 28 people in the 200. It's like, man, I'm in the first round. I got Jeremy Warner and Wallace Sperry.
I'm just happy to
You know
be.
what I'm saying? And it's me. So that's 3 people. I had to finish in the top 3. And it was this dude from Alabama. I ain't never heard of him. Now the top 28, I come in, I'm ranked number 14. So I'm supposed to be at least in the 3rd round. So nigga, oh, I come out the blocks, I'm running. These niggas took off. I never tried to run so hard. Nigga, I got to like the finish line and I ran, I think it was like 20.90 that race, whatever. That's this long ass dude from Alabama. That nigga beat me by lean and shit. I was in the picture struggling. It's like, damn. I'm glad that little photo
Never surfaced.
yeah, that bitch would have been ugly. But yeah, man, so after that, you know, I was kind of depressed. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I got hit by a Nike developmental league and shit. And so they moved me down to Miami Beach. Put me up. Wasn't making no real money. Was, you know, they just paying my rent and giving me $1,000 every 2 weeks to spend and shit. So, I mean, it was cool. We weren't doing that major, but we was right there on Miami Beach. You know, shit, I saw Diddy a couple times, saw Shaq, went to the beach, saw Kelly Rowland. You know, it was a cool little spot. Man, I came back to Killeen about 3 years ago. After I left Miami, I went to California, ran for 2 years. You know, tried to make things work with the mother of my children and shit. Just on down and shit. So about 3 years ago, went back to interning with 92.3, and that's when T-Lane came into the picture and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I remember that day too. It was like February 3rd or some shit. And it was me and T-Lane and Babysitter and that shit. And he's like, yeah, Diddy used to work for us way back and shit. And from that day on, it's like me and T been joining at the hip and shit. Remember, like, man, we go this shit so much, we did it. I mean, even going down to Austin and shit and making, man, let me tell you the power of perception, nigga. So I'm at home one day, and I'm like, man, we need some media passes, see? So I get on the computer and I just make us some media passes. Nigga, we going down to South by Southwest, 92.3, put, we in $1 million studios. We just sitting with white people, they got all kind of drinking, all kind of shit out. Like, I'm talking about, we went to a studio, nigga, where it was like 2 live bands set up, and we were like in a living room part inside the booth with the microphones and shit like that. Like, man, I'm talking about they had a bathroom in that part. Then on the other side, I don't know, but it's right there on 6th Street and shit, and everybody walked past like every day. And somebody made peace with all these club owners and shit like that. So we started going, you know, hey, we did it from 92.3, we the new dogs, you know, we're in China right now, trying to, you know, just trying to rebuild relationships so when we do get in that seat, you know, so from there we went to hosting clubs. We was in the club like, what, Sunday through Sunday? We'd start off with Denim and Diamonds and shit. Actually, shit, what's the first show we did? The Road? Yeah, we did The Road in Marlin, nigga. He wasn't even out there yet. DJ Batman.
I ain't know the fuck the nigga was.
We didn't know.
What the fuck is The Road, nigga? What the fuck is an ice cream paint job?
Yeah, nigga. We just back there like, so we went to this big ass warehouse in Marlin and shit, right? It was so live because there was no dress codes, niggas got blunts and shit, you know what I'm saying? But they made a little makeshift VIP. Then they had like, of course, like all nigga functions have fried wings. So they had the fried wings, they had all that crazy shit. So so man, we just eating, smoking, drinking. Jerome knew on the scene too, cause we sitting there with him like, nigga, who drink is that? Nigga, is that for us? And shit, man, yeah, nigga had a drink. So we on that bitch fucked up. We on stage. It's a sea of people. Everybody just packing that bitch crunk. Nigga, we on standing on speakers and shit. Like we on Kelly and we pulling girls up on stage and passing blunts and shit. And I think that's like, that kind of turned me out, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, nigga, we can do this. So I was like, man, we go back to Killeen, we started doing our own little parties and shit. You know, so we started fucking with Scotty at Inferno. And that's the first time I threw like, what was it? My birthday party, the Gemma lingerie party we did. You know, it's just on Facebook, Club Inferno. But you look at the photos, 400 people off the first party. But that was like, we're still kind of doing an 80s baby thing, but it was just like, at that point, it was like me, Phil, and Mitch. You know, everybody else was like doing other little adventures. And then 80s baby, we just all came together when we brought an artist down and did our little party and shit like that. But then, we started throwing parties. We threw a Mardi Gras party, St. Patrick's Day party. We did black and white parties. All these parties is pulling over 200 people in Inferno, doing once a month. That's when Dominique from, was it still 45 days? It was still Junction? Okay. But it was still Junction. Tobias had Thursday, you know, he introduced us as, well, first he said Rozak, you know, because me and Rosa go back to like 7th grade. And I was just like, man, you know, I'll talk to him, but we ain't even trying to get into it like that. We got our own little 200-300 people. Inferno, it still look empty. So, but we got our little people. I got my own little drink popping off and shit. We was cool. But he's like, man, come on right there. And, you know, that's when Inferno ended up closing. So we got with him about helping Tobias and shit. And that was the first time they did the free pajama party at Junction. And packed that bitch out. You know, it was originally $3 Thursdays. But when we met with Dominique and shit, it was me, Phil, and Mitch. You know, and he was like, man, $3 Thursday, I don't know how that's gonna work. Shit. You know, like we're coming on behalf of, at that point, we weren't 80s Baby or TSI, we were just guys, you know what I'm saying? So we were doing the V Diddy approved series, you know what I'm saying? That's when we was like, man, you ain't got a party unless that bitch is V Diddy approved. You know, so when people start putting out flyers and shit like that, nigga, if it ain't got V Diddy approved on that bitch, you know, it ain't official. You know? And then I went to doing like my little glow party I did at Jade's. Then I did like the chocolate party, went out to VFW. But just started doing shit more on a private level. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
What can we do for you to be doing now?
Man, so you know, like right now, it's just a matter of the little Forest City Fair. You know, everybody keep asking me about the Forest City movement. It's just like when I look at the map and I look at my Facebook, I don't see nobody in Houston trying to put on like our locals. You know what I'm saying? And everybody say Khalil's dead and shit. And it kind of pisses me off because I see everybody from, you know, Blow the Money to Sub-Zero to the Def Ham trying to put on, giving people options, doing their best. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I respect that. Now, the way some of the people are going about doing it, that's a whole nother story. You feel what I'm saying? But I respect that. So to me, when I think of entertainment in Texas, Houston, Dallas, Austin, and Khalil, you know what I'm saying? But then 254, the second letter to every, the second number to the zip code in Khalil, to every zip code, 7654149. You know what I'm saying? So it's just in a way of just connecting us. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm trying to do this Forest City Fair and just put on for local businesses. I got the youth football team. It's a non-profit football team. So they need help raising some money. So we got the car clubs pitching in. You know, we're going to present them with a little check at halftime. We're going to have the dang Forest City Bowl trophy going up.
So when is it? When the Forest City Bowl?
City Benefit Bowl going on. Then we got the benefit concert and shit like that. Yeah, the Benefit Bowl is a flag football game and shit. A flag football game. And it's, the Forest City Bowl is actually going to be from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Then we're going to pop off with the benefit concert. You know, the benefit concert, the atmosphere we're looking to bring for the artists is 15-minute set, 10-minute set. This is your concert. This is, in Nicki Minaj words, this is your moment for life. You know what I'm saying? So what we did, we got the sound man set up the stage just like a concert performance, you know, with the speakers everywhere. And if you want to use your props, we got your props coming. We got routines. We also got elementary school R&B group. You know, and they're pretty live. They're real live. They get a good response too. We also got, well, I don't want to get into who's performing. I'll let that be a surprise. You know, but it's all to benefit this little youth football league. You know, they came to me as a team and I was like, well, let's do something big enough where we can raise money and donate to the whole league, you know. And then outside of that, I got this idea for this group I want to start called Forest City Pals. You know, and what Forest City Pals is a big brother, big sister program.
Pals, just in pals, my friend.
Pals, as in my friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't, But, you know, so just pulling off this concert. In between that, I got September 22nd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I got the TSI Call of Duty Paintball Challenge, where I rented out the paintball range, and we're charging people $5 to get in. The equipment rental's free, and you just pay for your paintballs. But they're gonna set it up like Call of Duty missions. You get the night vision, you get everything. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be pretty. You're gonna see who can really shoot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gonna see.
So can I give me a team or paint balls together or whatever?
Yeah, man, get your team. Man, it's just a free for all. You know, it's just something different. You know,
That's very good. That's a paintball the 22nd.
Yeah.
The red and white 73 hop down the board, give me my card. I knocked off me an automatic fraud. She cooks for me, she is a maid. She made my house just feel real laid. She kept it lacquer, she's a paper stacker. She knocked off a white honky, yeah, cracker. Got in mama face, dismiss my case. She knocked off for the black and white race. She's the fucking judge, who's holding the grudge? What's up, Courtney? What's up, Smudge? What's up, Botany? What's up,
What's your theory on business?
So like, my theory on business is, you know, they say you can't do business with friends. And to me, it's an extent you're right. As your friend, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. So when I eat, you're going to eat. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, we take care of each other. Now, the people we don't know, that's who we do business with. Because the business part, you know, it's not worth losing friendships over.
Yeah.
But now, my theory on actual business is just a conversation. You know, my homeboy Dex, talking to him, he always talks to me, and I just be like, man, Dex, all it is a conversation. He tell me, man, all it is a conversation. So that's my thing. With business, it's just a conversation. And a conversation, it breaks down to how well you can tell a story. You know, so what I mean by that is, if there's something you want, how well can you make a person believe it's worth their investment? How well can you make a person paint the picture where they can see the potential? If it's gaining money, then they can see the potential in earning money. You know, that's just how I feel about the business part. I'm a strong believer in contracts. You know, whether the contract is just something as simple as, hey, I promise I will do this, this, and this. You promise to do this, this, and this. You know, I said contract keeps an honest man honest. We can sit down and we can tell you what we need to know. I mean, I can tell you what I want, you can tell me what you want. We can compromise, and we can make that into a contract itself, too. You know what I'm saying? So, contracts just keep an honest man honest.
Say, bro, I gotta get ready for this interview, man. So, I'll fuck with you.
Alright, bro.
We no longer wear the same uniform. Fuck you squares. The circle got smaller, the castle got bigger, the walls got taller. And truth be told, after all that said, niggas still got love for you.
Hi, my name is Van, founder of TSI, and we're hosting the Forest City Fair. We're here to bring a positive movement to the city, just to focus on the positive entertainment groups, the young entrepreneurs that's doing their best to make Killeen an exciting place to live. The Forest City Fair will be taking place at the Killeen Community Center, right across from the old Hastings. We will be having games, candy apple, bobbing for apples, sack races, three-legged races. We will also have the Forest City Benefit Bowl, which is a flag football game starring Central Texas, Caprisa, and Capalas Kart versus 13 Ghost Kart Club. That game will be taking place from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We also have Forest City Benefit Concert. The Benefit Concert is going to be live performances by local artists such as Max Cass, singer Michelle, gospel artist Kevin Vaughn. The Benefit Concert will be taking place from 12 to 3 o'clock. In the meantime, you will have your vendors having candy apples, games, popcorn, barbecue. Come out to the Forest City Fair Saturday, October 1st, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Killeen Community Center, right across from the old Hastings.